Okay, hello everyone. So the problem we're going to show you today is number 2, which is cosine of theta equals negative 3 over 16. And because it's giving us our parameters of between 90 degrees and 180 degrees, it's going to be in the second quadrant. So we're going to first we're just going to draw a picture so we know what we're talking about. And so we're in the second quadrant. And so it gives us cosine, so that means this is negative 3. And then our hypotenuse is 16, so we're going to find our opposite side. So to do this, we're going to use Pythagorean theorem. So we're going to do negative 3 squared plus, we'll just call it x squared, and then it's going to equal 16 squared. Okay, so this is 9 plus x squared equals 256, and you're going to subtract 9. And then you're going to get x squared to equal 247. And it's not a perfect square, so we're just going to leave it as radical 247. You don't want to put it as a decimal because when we get to our next step, the radical is going to cancel out. So we're going to label this over here to be radical 247. And so now we're going to go to step 3. And step 3, we use our blue chart to find what cosine of 2 theta equals. So the formula on our blue chart says that cosine of 2 theta is going to equal cosine squared theta minus sine squared theta. So you just plug in your numbers. So it gave you cosine in the equation. So it's negative 3 over 16 squared, and it's going to be minus radical 247 over 16 squared. Okay, so the tricky thing here is to remember that the squared goes to both the numerator and the denominator. So I'm going to rewrite this as negative 3 squared over 16 squared and minus radical 247 squared over 16 squared. So we have 9 over 256 minus 247 over 256. And because we have a common denominator, we can just subtract. So we get negative 238 over 256. And then these are both going to divide by 2 to reduce to a number of negative 119 over 128. And that's your final answer.